Some high school students are stepping out of their comfort zone and into a coding zone for an hour.
KCRA 3's Brian Hickey is live at Whitney High School in Rocklin, where the kids are getting a crash course in coding. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning to you guys, and I found something that you didn't know you needed. Check this out. I've got the controller in hand, down on the floor there, a robotic toaster. Why go to the toaster when the toaster can come to you? Why? Why not? Because you can. That's what the students are learning out here at Whitney High School, their computer sciences class. The teacher, Mr. Pointer here, the, I guess, mad scientist behind all of this. Pretty cool stuff.
How are you doing today?
I'm great. This is so cool what these students are doing. So talk about the need for this kind of education and how this new software, these new hardware is making this all possible.
Well, computer science is obviously at the forefront of everything that's happening in terms of innovation, in terms of design, in terms of our future, in terms of the economy. So we want to give all of these children the best opportunity to be successful at the next level and even hopefully here at this level.
And this is an introductory class where I've talked to the students. A lot of them had no experience at this whatsoever. It's not like they grew up with a parent who's teaching them code. They had no introduction to this until now, and now they're building robots.
Correct. This is an introductory course, but it doesn't seem like it. When you look around, when you see the projects that they're turning out, it's high quality, high caliber. So they're learning the fundamentals of code through using block-based programming from Parallax.
And that's where Parallax comes. You've got a great community partner, Parallax, a company right here in Rocklin, behind the hardware and using Google's Blockly. So Ken, Gracey here, talk about Blockly and how that is breaking down barriers for kids who've never touched this stuff before.
Yeah, so Blockly is a visual programming language. It almost looks like cartoons, and you create these blocks and you can configure them. So instead of programming on a screen, we've customized this tool to generate code that can go into chips, into microcontrollers. So they're programming robots with Blockly, but it's a very powerful language.
And why is this important? I know this is a personal mission for you. It's a business, but I know it's personal deep down inside to introduce kids to stuff like this.
Well, yeah, so basically everyone discovers their passion, their interest somewhere along the line, and that's what Mr. Pointer's doing here. And by having a nice, easy-to-use coding system, everyone can participate. So normally with code-based, text-based programming, a lot of people are not interested in it. It's more work to do anything. But this makes it really easy. It lowers the barrier.
And that's what I want to show over real quick before we're out of time. We've got Alex and Ben over here. These guys are working on a robot right now. One, you're building. You actually have to build the hardware. Show us the Blockly that Ken was just talking about that you're using to program this thing.
Okay, so here's the code for the robot. So basically you start with your initialized code that tells it, okay, you're going to start doing something, and then we have a repeat forever function basically saying, okay, all the stuff that we have in here that we want you to do is going to go on forever and ever.
But it looks really complicated, but you were showing me earlier, you just kind of drag and drop things, right?
Yeah, basically it's just like you said before, it's just like Legos, you just drag and drop stuff, very straightforward, easy to learn, after just experimenting and just exploring all your different options you have.
But behind this is real code. Show us that real quick.
So here's the real code. It should be in C. And so, like I said, the nice thing about Blockly Prop is that they have no experience, such as myself. It's really easy to learn how to be able to code stuff.
Because code is, in fact, a whole other language, but being able to drag and drop blocks means a guy like me in my mid-40s can sit down and program a robot, and that's exactly what I'm going to go home and do. Very cool what these kids are doing out here at the computer science class. And by the way, this reason we're here is this is the Hour of Code week. It's a week where everybody should try coding. Yes, you. If you're watching this, that means everybody should at least try it. Don't cut yourself short. Give it a whirl. In fact, I was just on Google yesterday, and they're a little, I don't know what you call it, but where you on the search bar there, if you click on that right now, it's all dedicated to Hour of Code this week, and they've got little things on there where you can code a robot to hop around. My 9-year-old was doing it yesterday. Give it a try. That's what Hour of Code is all about. These kids clearly have a future in this stuff, though.
No
Send it back to
kidding.
you guys.
Well, and the beauty is that your kids, like Tony was just telling me while your story was going on, that her kids are learning this in school. They can help a lot of us parents with it. And teachers even.
That's right. Yeah. With things like a robotic toaster for the day that you can't get to the toaster.
Listen, we would enjoy having that here. I think it'd be great. Thank you. Appreciate it.